announcement before, which I'll repeat. If you weren't in the meditation yesterday, even if you were, I would suggest going and just looking at the video of that meditation on YouTube or Facebook, because the talk was something really profound. It came from a dimension that it really astonished me. It was so profound. So it had nothing to do with me, it really had to do with the higher energy that flows through. And I think that's really essential in not only giving a talk, but in the way one should live their life. So if you have time and you have 5 minutes, if you have 5 minutes to spare, you can go there and look at that. And I think it'll really do something to help you, certainly help me. Okay, so we'll have a meditation, and then if anyone has questions after the class, please ask them, because the classes become amazing when people ask good questions. So please try and work very deeply inside and really try to open and, let's make it a class of gratitude. I got a text from Daniel today, Daniel Costa in Brazil, and told me that Teodoro is out of the ICU, which means he's recovering from that COVID problem he had, which I'm very grateful for. I've been sending him a lot of love and a lot of healing. So that, there's a lot to be grateful for every day, grateful for the food we eat, grateful for just life, being alive, breathing, sitting and doing meditation, really opening in a deep way to, God, to higher energy in the universe. It's a miracle that we can sit here and do this. And it's a miracle that they invented this Zoom thing, because I'm not really a very technologically, savvy person. And when I first heard about this Zoom, I said, my God, what? And then I tried it and I said, my God, what? This is really incredible. This works. So let's take advantage of it. Let's grow. And let's be grateful that the people sitting in this class from all over the United States, from Brazil, and from, maybe even other places. And I'm really grateful to see you all. It's a miracle to be able to sit in front of you all and to, do Rudy's work to transmit the Shakti, the energy, so that you grow and I grow and we all grow, opening to God and opening to a higher force in the universe. So everybody try to work really deeply inside. We'll have a meditation class. Does anyone have a question?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
This is Tony.
Yes, Tony.
When we physically die, do you think any aspects of our ego survive?
I hope not. I mean, Tony, what kind of question is that?
Well, it seems like some aspects of it cooperate with this work.
All right, well, take it with you then. I don't know how to answer that question.
Fair enough.
Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Hi, Stuart, it's Paula.
Yes, Paula.
If I may, do you mind sharing? Can you share? When you came out of the meditation, I saw you were in such a profound place. Can you share a little bit of your experience when you're there?
It's a state of nothingness, Paula. A state of surrender, total surrender. And it brings about that deep inner peace. It brings about a connection with spirit. It gets rid of all the ego, so I don't have to take it with me after I die. I mean, that's what it is. It's really a state of grace, of the meditation, the energy, the Shakti has taken me so deep inside myself that I really have reached a place inside which is connected and very, it's a state of nothingness. It's a shame we have to come back to this. But we have to deal with life and karma, and it's not only sitting and meditating, but we need to work out karma. We need to work out all aspects of our life. We need to arrive at a place where we're really happy people, people who learn how to serve. I mean, I learned from Rudy that the highest position on earth is a position of service. And I told you that story. I was sitting, there was this teacher talking, I won't mention any names, who was going on about the guru being God. And if you worship the guru, you will find your enlightenment. And Rudy is sitting right behind me saying, no, Stuart, the best the guru can do is serve God. The best the guru can do is to serve the people that come to study with him. And it really, that teaching broke through something so profound in me. I've never forgotten it. That's that state of nothingness, of understanding that one serves. We find a way to give, and that's how we receive. You're not going to receive anything if you can't give. So it's like, it's almost like a yabyum, like a union of male, female, giving and receiving. And to tell you the truth, it's very hard to describe that state. I mean, if I start talking about it, it'll bring it down, and I don't want to bring it down. I just want to share it with you all. That's it. That's what I'm here to do, to share that state of nothingness with everyone who's sitting in this class.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome, dear. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Hi, Stuart. I'm curious, what are you challenged with in the meditation at this point in time?
What are my challenges?
Mm-hmm.
Nurturing all of you. It's a very big challenge. That's one of my challenges.
Thank you.
Another one is, ultimately attaining a state of enlightenment. I mean, I still have things I have to work against, things that I have to overcome in myself. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. And this meditation sessions we have gives me, I have a daughter I have to nurture, a 25-year-old daughter, it's not easy, So I have to be quiet and accept and nurture her and guide her as best I can in her life without telling her what to do. I still have this thing in me that, I spent 20, 30 years in the art business, and it's still in me, to do that. And I'm laughing today. I went through an auction today online, and I'm laughing that I used to go to Asia to find art. I've been in India at least 40 times, to find art and a lot of other things there. And here I am finding art in Georgia, North Carolina, New Jersey, Rhode Island. Life really changes, I mean, I just started to really laugh loud when I thought about it. My God, Stuart, you used to India, Nepal, China, all over the place. And now you're in Georgia, you're in North Carolina, California, Rhode Island, New Jersey. Life changes. And I know it's something I have to get over also. I have to finally get free of that, that thing in me that enjoys, I really enjoy doing it. So maybe I don't have to get free of it. It's kind of a wonderful thing to do. But the biggest responsibility I have is passing on this teaching to people as purely and as deeply as Rudy taught it to me, without, me having to pervert it into something that I think I want it to be, but the purest possible way I can transmit the teachings out of sheer gratitude to him and to Nityananda, that they made it possible for me to be sitting here, and out of gratitude to be able to use whatever I learned to serve God, to be on this planet serving higher energy in the universe. It's a big job. And a lot that I have to overcome in myself in order to do it. Does anyone else have a question you would like to ask? Surviving this pandemic, in 2019, I traveled 98,000 miles teaching meditation all over the world. In the last year and whatever, I haven't even, it's a big deal to go to the corner grocery store, that's something I have to surrender. I've lived a life all over the world. And here I am, doing this on Zoom. And I'm just so grateful that I can do it and share what I've learned with all of you. It's a big one to overcome. Does anyone else have a question?
I have a question, Stuart. Is the main catalyst for surrender remembering to bring the attention and focus to the one point, like right below the navel, and just resting it and maintaining it there? Are there other main...
Look, you bring the focus of your attention, it's primary in this meditation practice, to the chakra below the navel, because that gives you the strength, the rootedness, and the balance to be able to do everything else, to open the heart, keep the mind quiet. If your mind is focused below the navel and you use it, it's almost like a surgical instrument that you use to cut through all the tension and open that chakra. You understand? The mind is going to be quiet so you can receive the wisdom, each and every one of us, wisdom and knowledge, so much. It's infinite in the universe. We block it. So we learn how to stay centered. The mind gets quiet. We can open the heart because we're rooted and we have the strength to do it. And not only to open it, but to keep it open. Understand? That one-pointedness is the essence that allows us to do everything else. It allows us to draw energy through the sexual area and to really ultimately to master Tantra, which is the union of the male-female principle, which will activate Kundalini. But it's, that one-pointedness is what gives us the strength to do it. They call it chi, they call it a lot of things, but it's really that rootedness, that power in ourselves that enables us to keep the heart open, that enables us to be humble, have a certain amount of innocence without being destroyed by the world. That enables us to receive knowledge, to get out of the way so that when we do talk, it's not us talking, it's higher energy flowing through us. It enables us to receive the Om sound, which is truly God's wisdom, in the form of energy that comes down and will enter and nurture the whole chakra system, being rooted makes all of this possible. Not being rooted, you know, the whole system just falls apart inside. I mean, it's the first thing Rudy ever told me. And for 6 years, I used to listen to it every day, you know, about being grounded and rooted and, you know. And it finally made sense to me. Years of working with this brought the whole thing into alignment. Why we have to do this, importance of it. And ultimately, it enables us to separate the soul from the body when we enter a state of samadhi. And I also I know there are a lot of people that teach Rudy's practice that don't teach this. Why they don't teach it, I haven't the foggiest idea. It's not for me to judge them, what they do what they do, and hopefully they nurture people. But I spent 6 years with Rudy, and it began with teaching me to get grounded. And the day he left the world, I was sitting there being grounded and allowing his Shakti energy to flow into my being while that plane hit a mountain. And it's perhaps the only reason I survived. His soul force came into me and I survived. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask? Okay. It's been a long day for me today. And God bless you all. Thank you. And there'll be class on Wednesday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. And if you know people that want to participate in this, I'm always open for new people. I once told you, you know, I was going to go to the Middle East with Rudy to find the teacher of the Aquarian age. You know, I'm still looking, you know. Mm-hmm. So I'm always open for people to come. God knows, they might be sitting right here. Mm-hmm. My job to nurture them, you know. So let's, you know, I'll see everybody on Wednesday, I hope. And bless you all and thank you and humbly thank you for being here and for really participating in this kind of amazing thing that's going on. God bless you all.
Love you, Stuart.
Thank you.
Thank you.